Good evening. I'm Dr. Carol Birnbaum. I'm the very proud superintendent of the Lenape Regional High School District, and I'm really honored to be here on such a special evening for our Students of the Month ceremony. Before I get started, if you could please help me welcoming some of our members of our Board of Education that are here with us this evening to help us celebrate. From Medford Lakes, we have our immediate past president, Mr. Steve Lee. From Mount Laurel, and she always makes me say no relation, Mrs. Paula Lee. From Medford, Mr. David Stowe. Faculty, students, parents, family, and members of the Board of Education, thank you for being here this evening. Your support for your teens' recognition means more to them than you know. Each month, our staff, all of our teachers, counselors, case managers, administrators, secretaries, or custodians, have the opportunity to nominate any student from the hundreds in their school to be considered as Student of the Month. And the criteria for nomination includes, but it's not limited to, a school, community, or classroom effort, a humanitarian effort, or a heroic effort. Then, committees at each of the schools make the final selections. So I really want to extend my gratitude to our faculty that is recognizing the greatness that walks in our hallways in our schools, as well as those that serve on our committees, and of course, our administrative assistants that make this evening possible. So please help me in thanking them. When I was gathering my thoughts today for this evening, I was trying to reflect on how special it must feel to be singled out for being kind, empathetic, loving, giving of oneself, which are many of the traits that are described in our program tonight about our teenagers that are being honored this evening. It is special for the individual and for the staff member who nominated them, and of course it's special for the family members that are here. But I don't know if our students understand how special it is for our school community as well. I don't like to advertise this to our teenagers, but they greatly outnumber the number of teachers that we have in our schools. Our teachers, who are vital in supporting the positive school cultures and climate that we have, can't carry this load by themselves. Without all of our students buying in, this load would be impossible to carry, and all of our staff's efforts would be fruitless at impacting the positive school culture that we want for everyone. You teenagers, our Students of the Month, you help carry that load, and without you, our goals of building a community that values kindness, activism, and volunteerism wouldn't be possible. You make it happen. Students, you never know who is watching you, whether it's your teacher privately rooting for you to make a positive difference or other students wanting to be just like you. You were picked from close to 7,000 students in our district, just 28 of you per school, as someone worthy of emulation. Not because you do everything right all the time, but that you choose to try to do everything right all the time. And you can believe that life is full of choices, but it really only comes down to 3 choices. Be bad, be average, or be good. You can choose to be bad, someone who demeans or hurts others. You can choose to be average, someone who just goes along to get along, not really caring about others or affecting them in any good or bad way. Or you can choose to be good. Goodness can take many forms, from simple acts of courtesy and consideration to grand gestures of compassion and selflessness. It can involve offering a helping hand, listening with empathy, or simply just being present for someone in need. Goodness can also involve standing up for someone or standing up for something in the face of adversity. You are here because you made the simple decision to choose to be good. Remember, the number of choices is not infinite. There are just 3 of them. And choosing good, while it isn't always the easiest path, it is a crucial component of a fulfilling and meaningful life. When we show goodness to others or some cause, we are not only making a positive impact in their lives, but also in our own. Morgan Freeman once said, at the end of life, what really matters is not what we bought, but what we built. Not what we got, but what we shared. Not our competence, but our character. And not our success, but our significance. Live a life that matters. Live a life of love. This quote highlights the importance of choosing good character, generosity, and love throughout our lives. So students, please be proud of their choices and recognition tonight, and know how special you are, and believe in yourself and your ability to make a difference anywhere you are and in any situation. On behalf of the members of Lenape Regional High School District Board of Education and Administration, we offer you our congratulations for our outstanding achievements. We are proud of you and look forward to more great things from you in the future. At this time, I'd like to call up our Board of Education members and also our principal from Lenape High School, Mr. Tony Catani, our principal from Shawnee High School, Mr. Matt Campbell, our principal from Seneca High School, Mr. Brad Bauer, and our principal from Cherokee High School, Mrs. Donna Charlesworth. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Assistant Principal Mr. Carr from Cherokee High School to present our Cherokee Students of the Month.
Good evening, and thank you, Dr. Birnbaum. On behalf of Cherokee High School, our principal, Mrs. Charlesworth, the Cherokee administration, faculty, and staff, I'm proud to present the 2023-24 Student of the Month recipients at Cherokee High School. October, 9th grade, Alexander Ruiz, nominated by Miss Balsama. Tenth grade, Gabrielle Bruno, nominated by Miss Hughes. 11th grade, Riley Whitaker, nominated by Mr. Barlow. Twelfth grade, Johan Shin, nominated by Mr. Matthews and Miss Bell. November, 9th grade, Sebastian Smith, nominated by Mr. Spaeth. Tenth grade, Taylor West, nominated by Miss Herpin. Eleventh grade, Claire Gore, nominated by Miss Iasopi. 12th grade, Sam Levin, nominated by Mrs. Miller. December, 9th grade, Abigail Ball, nominated by Mr. Cassidy. Tenth grade, Brielle Alaba, nominated by Mr. Vierik. Eleventh grade, Murad Campfield, nominated by Miss Herpin. Twelfth grade, Caitlin Abdallah, nominated by Miss Borello. January, 9th grade, Eris Stormasi, nominated by Mr. McKinney. Tenth grade, Michael Schwab, nominated by Mr. Cassidy. Eleventh grade, Chloe Birdie, nominated by Mr. Mizaraco. Twelfth grade, Andrew Casey, nominated by Miss Herbert. February, 9th grade, Ryan Worrell, nominated by Mr. Cassidy. 10th grade, Jamar Davis, nominated by Miss Apostar. 11th grade, Ava Harder, nominated by Miss Ingersoll, Miss Barlow, and Miss Lynch. 12th grade, Carter Rudder, nominated by Miss Iasopi. 9th grade, Ryan Kane, nominated by Miss Hughes. 10th grade, Anthony Abrams, nominated by Mr. Grubb. 11th grade, Sean Kiefer, nominated by Miss Maupin. 12th grade, Thomas Pajic, nominated by Miss Iasopi. April, 9th grade, Anthony Pep, nominated by Miss Musso. Tenth grade, Maddie Monzo, nominated by Miss Herpin. 11th grade, Danielle Katsaros, nominated by Mr. Hoffman. 12th grade, Elena Kelly, nominated by Dr. Bretz. That concludes Cherokee's 2023-24 Student of the Month honorees. I would like to now introduce Dr. Dave Connect to present Seneca High School.
Good evening. On behalf of Seneca High School and Principal Bradley Bauer, it is my honor to introduce our Students of the Month. For October, grade 9, we have Courtney Beebe, nominated by Ms. Foster. Grade 10, Tommy Horner, nominated by Ms. Horner. Grade 12, Lacey Radico, nominated by Ms. Romanecki. And for November, we have 9th grader Emma New, nominated by Ms. McCluskey. For grade 10, we have Justin Mercado, also nominated by Ms. McCluskey. Grade 11, Jamar Warthen, nominated by Ms. Johnson. And finally, for November, we have senior Jason Shears, nominated by Ms. Betts and Mrs. Crothers. And for December, here with us, we have Isabella Di Natale, nominated by Dr. Castle. For grade 10, we have Julia Newbern, nominated by Mr. Dooley. For grade 11, we have William Castle, nominated by Mr. Donahue. And finally, for December, we have Sophia Cahall, nominated by Mrs. McCluskey. For our January Students of the Month, we have 9th grader Savannah Nelson, nominated by Ms. Hannah. For grade 10, we have Maddie Potter, nominated by Ms. Benet and Ms. Black. Next, we have junior Jessica Rogers, nominated by Mr. Palladino. And for 12th grade, Ava Palladino, nominated by Ms. Crothers and Ms. Ziegler. For our February Students of the Month, we have 9th grader Alexis Brenhuber, nominated by Mr. Barber. For grade 10, we have Sadie Radowitz, nominated by Ms. Berezanski. Next, 11th grader Robert Tiver, nominated by Ms. Gerber and Ms. McCluskey. And finally, for February, we have Christopher Serra, nominated by Mr. Watson. Our March Students of the Month include Robert Livingstone, nominated by Ms. Lambusta. For grade 10, Ambrose Duckett, nominated by Mrs. McCluskey. Next, 11th grader Phaedra Dovas, nominated by Mr. Palladino. And finally, senior Brianna Knox, nominated by Ms. Ziegler. And our April Students of the Month are 9th grader Lindsay Kent, nominated by Ms. McCluskey. For sophomores, Aiden Nahill, nominated by Ms. Wells. For grade 11, Imani Freeman, nominated by Ms. Foster. And finally, Chase Donovan, senior, nominated by Ms. Betts. Congratulations to all of our Seneca High School Students of the Month. And at this time, please welcome Lenape High School Assistant Principal Jennifer Pulliam.
Hello. On behalf of Mr. Catani and the faculty and staff of Lenape High School, I'm honored to present our 2023-24 Student of the Month. In October, we honored for 9th grader Jill Bach, 10th grader Owen Boyle, nominated by Mr. Eastlick. We have 11th grader Mina Gapehart, nominated by Ms. Cashman. Senior Ryan Antinoff, nominated by Ms. Khan. For the month of November, Whitney Newman, nominated by Sergeant Mondelli. Tenth grader Elijah Nunez, nominated by Ms. Buck. Eleventh grader Juliana Kahn, nominated by Ms. Cummings. And our senior for November is Victor Haynes, nominated by Mr. DeJulius. For the month of December, our freshman is Isla Grumbacher, nominated by Mr. Emmett. Our sophomore is Coco Schrembetz, nominated by Ms. Pfeiffer. Our junior is Ami Shohan, nominated by Ms. Cashman and Mr. Carnevale. Our senior is celebrating at Celebration Prom, but our senior was Sierra Volpe, nominated by Mr. Curcio. For the month of January, we have freshman Jack Seneschal, nominated by Ms. Rich and Ms. Robinette. Sophomore Joey Inamorato, excuse me, Joey, I'm so sorry, nominated by Ms. Conti and Ms. O'Brien. Inamorato, right? Yes. I'm sorry about that. All right, we are going to junior Aaron Kofsky, who is nominated by Ms. Webb. And our senior for January is Alan Monroe, nominated by Sarah Allen. For the month of February, for freshman class, we have Sophie Guay, nominated by Sergeant Mondelli. Our 10th grader is also celebrating at Celebration Prom. It was Izzy Dixon, nominated by Ms. Lombardo. Our junior student of the month is Hector Rodrigo, nominated by Ms. Webb. And our senior for February is Max Hahn, nominated by Ms. Recco. For the month of March, our freshman is Kai Drumgul, nominated by Ms. Kane. Sophomore Gavin Murphy, nominated by Ms. Filippone and Ms. Goodwin. Our junior is Melanie Page, nominated by Mr. Carnevale, Mr. Lewis, and Ms. Page. Our senior for March is also celebrating at Celebration Prom. That was Julia Bucarelli. She was nominated by Catherine Busca, Cynthia Bissett, and Lauren Grove. In April, for the freshman class, it's Marcelino Lawandi, nominated by Ms. Khan. Our sophomore is Carson Christella, nominated by Mr. Meany. Our junior is Mariela Torres, nominated by Ms. Scharbeck. And our senior for April is Rachel Lawrence, nominated by the LDTV staff. If we could have another round of applause for the Lenape Student of the Month. It's now my honor to welcome to the stage Mr. Nick Tama from Shawnee to present the Shawnee Student of the Month.
On behalf of Mr. Campbell and all of Shawnee High School, I'd like to introduce our Shawnee Students of the Month. And thank you, Ms. Pulliam. October Students of the Month, 9th grader Alana Brown, nominated by Ms. Atmore. Tenth grader Maya Groves, nominated by Ms. Hahn. Eleventh grader Hannah Mulhern, nominated by Ms. Howarth. And 12th grader Lily Davidson, nominated by Ms. Gerber. November, 9th grader Sophia Caravello, nominated by Ms. Felix. Tenth grader Gina Sella, nominated by Ms. Hahn. Eleventh grader James Meehan, nominated by Mr. Hockenberger and Ms. Phipps. And 12th grader Christian Hauer, nominated by Ms. Hahn. Our 9th grade Student of the Month for December is Audrey Beckwith, nominated by Mr. Loeb. Our 10th grade Student of the Month, Mark Finelli, nominated by Ms. Shimp and Ms. Belleville. Our 11th grader, Lorenzo Gordon, nominated by Ms. Eds. Twelfth grader, Laura Finelli, nominated by Mr. Loeb and Ms. Howarth. Our January Students of the Month, 9th grader, Sophia Giordano, nominated by Ms. Felix. Tenth grader, Gia Futia, nominated by Ms. Lamorgese. Eleventh grader, Trinity Lynn Vitale, nominated by Ms. Hahn. And 12th grader, Ainsley Gamble, nominated by Ms. Jones. Our February Students of the Month, 9th grader, Iris Toes, nominated by Mr. Langen. Our 10th grader, Matthew Duffy, nominated by Ms. Shimp. Eleventh grader, Riley Pratt, nominated by Mr. Langen. Our 12th grader, Landon Sims, nominated by Ms. Stevens. For our March Students of the Month, 9th grader, Charlotte Katrina, nominated by Ms. Burson. Tenth grader, Santiago Gamez Estevez, nominated by Ms. Dietz. Eleventh grader, Mason Grabowski, nominated by Ms. Felix. And 12th grader, Sophia Tenebruso, nominated by Mr. Bear and Ms. Montgomery. And our April Students of the Month, 9th grader, Liam McSorley. Tenth grader, Mia Pinto. Our 11th grader, nominated by Ms. Johnson, Ms. Marshall, Mr. Bear, and Ms. Lorenz, is Faith Kim. And our 12th grader, Meredith Bandemer. Once again, please give a round of applause to all our Shawnee Students of the Month. I'd now like to welcome back to the stage Dr. Carol Birnbaum.
Thank you, Mr. Tama. Thank you again, committee members and principals and board members for being here. Congratulations, students. There is one group that I forgot to congratulate, and that's the family members that help support all of your goodness right now. So all family members, if you could just stand up here, let the students recognize you for all the hard work that you do to help make them good characters. You are the closest to the daily routines of the lives of these teenagers, and it is clear that your hard work to be present to teach them how to be the best versions of themselves. And for that, I want to thank you for raising such incredible young adults. So that concludes our evening. If all of you would like to exit out that door over there, that's where you'll be led to refreshments. Congratulations, everybody. Have a great rest of your school year. Be safe and be good. Thank you.